Okay, good morning team and welcome to the market breakdown for the week ahead. This is the first one of 2025. I hope you all had a good new year. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas. Yeah, let's jump straight into this. I've got about 6 or 7 pairs on my watch list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs, and I am actually currently in one because it is Monday morning as I'm recording this. Don't know what time it actually is. It's literally 8 o'clock, so markets have just started opening, so sorry for the delay on this video, but it's been a busy weekend. Little man's still not at school yet, so yeah, just getting back into the rhythm of things. So it's a late one today, but nevertheless I'm getting it done and I'm going to get it uploaded and it will be with you soon. Starting off with Euro US dollar, just got that order flow to the downside as you can see here, creating lovely lower highs and lower lows. I'm simply looking for that continuation to the downside. We've had that liquidity sweep to the upside, breaker structure to the downside, and now where that breaker structure was very impulsive, I want to see a pullback up into our Fibonacci areas and then a roll back over to the downside. But we need to be warned or be careful of this one as we have been dropping for quite some time. You look at the weekly and it's just been so bearish. So yeah, we've got to be careful on this one, because any moment now we could reverse and we could start pushing back to the upside, but markets are bearish, so we've got to follow with what the markets are telling us. There is a fair value gap there, so yeah, there is yeah, we've just got to be careful on this one. We've got to be very careful, but it's a clean setup and it's there. AUD JPY, this one has started moving away to the upside, but it's still there. We've got a higher time frame demand zone based off the daily, I believe. Yeah, based off the daily, and obviously that overall leg is pushing upside, so we're in the low end of that range now, tapped into that demand zone, and we are getting a reaction to move to the upside. I was expecting price to come a little deeper into the range and tag us into a Fibonacci. It hasn't. It has moved away, but we can still pull back down because we're in the internal range. We are now in the higher end of that range from this high to this low, so we could push down before moving back to the upside. But we'll see on this one. If we do come up here, then I will invalidate this one. EA, this is another one that's in the high end of the range. We've got this low here, we've swept out liquidity down this low on the base of the daily. We've pushed majorly up to the highs. Now I'm expecting a pull back downside just to cover ourselves. Just to cover ourselves a bit on this one. We've had an internal liquidity sweep to the upside, pushed outside, breaking loads of structure levels, so we've taken out liquidity structure levels very impulsively. Now I want to see this gradual pullback. This one might take a while to actually come into this play. It might come Wednesday or even next week, but we'll see how we go on. But I want it to pull up nice and slowly into our Fibonacci entry level and then reverse to the downside. Same setup every day, rinse and repeat. GN, this is the same thing again. Like I said, rinse and repeat over and over again. So higher end of the range, we've been very bullish for quite some time now, so we're just moving to the upside. Now we're at a very high. We've created a lovely high here from this low. I'm expecting price once again, as most of the other pairs, to be honest with you, just to pull back downside, filling some of this range. Dropping to the 4 hour, you can see it pretty clean on this one. Liquidity sweep to the upside, impulsive push downside, market structure shift, breaker structure. Now I want to see some fair value gaps filled, tag us into a Fibonacci, and then roll over to the downside. NZD CHF, this one is looking pretty tasty, but this is exactly the same again, another short position. Liquidity sweep, breaker structure, we have pulled back up, we've engineered in liquidity on the way up, which is lovely. We've taken out this double top area. We have started to push down, but I do want to see us move higher into this range, but we are playing around with this supply zone here, so this could be respected and just, yeah, it could just be respected. We've taken out that liquidity now, them double highs. We've tagged into the supply zone now, so if we do get some internal structure shift, then I might find an entry on this one because it is looking good. We are above the 50% of that range, overall range as well, so yeah, but I do overall want to see a deeper pull into this Fibonacci area. And then finally gold. We are moving towards our entry zone on this one. We have had an internal liquidity sweep, a break to the upside, and now I'm looking for a return to this Fibonacci level, which it is moving down to, but we'll see how we get on with this one. Overall, daily wise, obviously end of last year we was creating new all-time highs and stuff, and then we've started to range in a sense. So this one could kind of go either way. Do we carry on pushing for new highs, or do we start pulling back and filling in some of this range that we've been in for such a long time? We'll see on gold. This is going to be it's going to be a fun one on gold this year. But yeah, that is it, I believe. And I might as well show you what I'm currently in. I'm currently in NZD CAD. It's basically the same as the NZD Swiss franc trade, but this one has actually been tagged in. This is why another confluence and reason why I think NZD Swiss franc might just push downside now, because it's tagged into the supply zone. It has taken out double highs, and it has started to pull downside now. And then NZD CAD has come into the higher ends. It's tagged into a Fibonacci, it's tagged into a supply zone, it's taken out internal liquidity as well, and now it's starting to push to the downside. So we'll see how it goes. This might just give us an added confidence for NZD Swiss franc to get in if we do get them internal breaks. So yeah, that's the market breakdown for the week ahead. It's quite a good one, so yeah, enjoy it, and I will see you guys in the Discord.